Hello, neighborhood mystics, and welcome to your weekly fortune cookie for the week of January 22nd through January 29th, 2017. I've laid out 5 tarot cards from the Tarot Illuminati in a triangular shape. I like the Tarot Illuminati deck. One of the things I like about it are the colors and the textures. There's a lot of people in the deck and they're wearing clothing that has a lot of texture to it. So, we start off with the first 3 cards are the Hermit, the Ace of Wands, and the Nine of Wands. So I feel like with this combination here, it means if you've been feeling a little unenthusiastic and uninspired, some enthusiasm and inspiration will be coming in this week. And that's not without its blocks and delays and, anything else. It's not full force yet, but you may be feeling a little bit more alive than you have the last couple of weeks. With that Nine of Wands, I think the message here is it's like you still got to hang in there. It's the Nine of Wands is the hang in there baby card, reminiscent of those posters with, remember those where the cat was like hanging on and he was stretched and it said hang in there baby. That to me is the Nine of Wands card. The Ace is right in the middle, and so that tells me that there's a new inspiration, there's a new idea starting to bubble to the surface. And with the Hermit card, we've got the Hermit card, and then we've got another major arcana card, which I'll get to in a minute. I think inner strength is important here because we've got the 9 with the Hermit and 9 with the Nine of Wands. So the Hermit is, it's kind of a soul searching card. It's an inner knowledge card, an inner knowing. It's it's the inner masculine principle, but not so hard hitting. So this might be kind of an indication of we've got Mars in the last degrees of Pisces this week, and actually it will go into Aries next Saturday, the 28th. So this is finishing up Mars and Pisces, kind of the peaceful warrior. So you get my drift. The stage is kind of set here. We've got the masculine energy holding still, holding on, concentrating that energy. And so it's like you've kind of got your plans and your approach and stuff put together and concentrated, and you're maybe starting to feel a little bit better about it. Okay, so for the next line, if you will, of this reading, we have the Empress and the Ten of Cups. So we kind of switched from this more masculine type energy to a more feminine type energy. So this week we have Venus conjunct Chiron, and we also have Venus square Saturn. So, and I'm saying this because the Empress card the Empress has a shield next to her with Venus clearly marked on it. You will see that so many times in so many decks. So we need to talk about Venus. So, Venus conjunct Chiron is bringing up old wounds. And Venus square Saturn is kind of, the feminine being squared by authorities. Now, what that brings up for me is this Women's March on Washington and Women's March on other cities, which happened yesterday. So I don't know if that was just kind of like that aspect, coming to fruition, because it can definitely happen as the approach on the aspect comes, or if it's something else, or if there'll be some pushback from authorities later this week when the aspect is exact, which is on Friday, on the new moon. So that kind of gets tangled up in our new moon there, this Venus square Saturn. So you may be getting a no from an authority. But in the cards, it doesn't necessarily look that way. The way it looks in the cards to me is, like I said, we have the Empress and we have the Ten of Cups. So there's definitely a green light with it's kind of like making your dreams come true, making your creative projects very fulfilling. That Ten of Cups is very fulfilling. So, that's good news. So I would say it's at the beginning of the year, we've had the Mercury retrograde and all these other things. So everybody's saying, hold off, hold off, hold off on your projects. So now we're starting with the new moon, which is happening on Friday. We're kind of getting a green light to go ahead. Start, you can start moving forward on these projects. Now the final card is the Seven of Cups. So the Seven of Cups is kind of pointing to some kind of confusion or overwhelm or having too many options or not quite knowing which path to take. So when I see the Seven of Cups, I tell people, pick one. That's what I usually say. It's like you have a lot of options, just pick one. I'm seeing if I can say anything more. It's just that, yeah, there's a lot out there, and it's like you've got to sort through it, kind of thing. And with the fact that there are two wands in this reading and two cups, I would say the way to sort it out would be to, check in with your emotions and your spirit, and whatever is most exciting and makes you feel good, that's kind of the one to go with. So if you're trying to over logic it, this is not a time to over logic it. Because sometimes you need to just lay things out in black and white and look at the pros and cons and do a SWOT analysis and all that kind of stuff. But this isn't that. This is, like I said, it's like, okay, it's like I feel good about this. So, this is exciting. This is inspiring me. Then that's the one. That's the one to pick. So, I'm tempted. I'm going to pull another card. I'm going to pull one more card, one more summation card. And what I got was the Six of Cups. And I think this came up sometime recently as well. So once again, it's emphasizing the good feelings, the stop and smell the roses, to enjoy yourself. So when you're moving forward on these new projects and new ideas, it's not the time to, push yourself and be like, go, make the effort, kind of like a military, eat it, do it, be it, just do, and it's not that. It's a more of stop and smell the roses and have a good time. And eventually, your path will be clearer toward what it is that you're supposed to be doing. So right now, it's just about, it really is about the easier, what's the easier path that's opening up right now? That's the one to take. So have a great week. Happy new moon. And don't forget about the Card Throwers Club on the 29th, Sunday the 29th. I think it's at 3 o'clock Central. You can check my Facebook page or my website for more information or the YouTube channel. So Facebook is San Antonio Astrology and Tarot Readings and More. And I believe my YouTube channel is called that as well. I think so. But if you go to my website, quickcardreading.com, all my different outlets are listed there, and you should be able to find it. So once again, have a great week, and I'll talk to you again next week.